Good evening and welcome to Saturday Review on NTA Lagos Channel 10, where we take a look at some of the major stories that trended during the week. But before then, let's have the news of the day. I am Essie Owamaka. In order to contribute to better service delivery and enhance safety of the environment, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints has partnered with other organizations and relevant agencies in a nationwide community service, a key part of annual All Africa Service project. Anuluwapo Oluwatoki, who was there, now reports.
WORT has been recognized as an exemplary faith-based contribution to improving public health service delivery as well as the safety of the environment. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints engaged its members and partnered with relevant government agencies in performing free community impact service, which includes cleaning of public health centers and blood donation services. The stake president, Lagos Nigeria, the stake of the church, Mr. Iron Alfred, reiterated the commitment of the church to continue to work with the government to support the effort to better the environment, improve health service delivery, as well as increase awareness of the significance of blood donation.
There are many other ways that we can replace, and sacrifice, service is one of the things that can bring us great blessings even at this very difficult times.
In various events in various locations. In Lagos, we had a blood donation taking place here in Yaba. We have some health centers being renovated. We have some other people working in markets in Ikorodu. We have some people working in the local government area. We have others working in the prison, in Kirikiri prison, cleaning the place, making donations. And we have other people also renovating hospitals and several projects.
Dr. Obunaike Kweitomitope of the Department of Hematology and Blood Transfusion Services, Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LIS, spoke on the life-saving impact of the exercise while encouraging other religious bodies to emulate the feat.
These lives. There's anything money can do, but money cannot do all things. And for every donation, 25 beds has been donated here, it will save at least 3 lives. So, partnering with them, very great task, a very great project. It works motivation.
Some of the members of the church who participated in the project were delighted for the opportunity to make an impact. Health is wealth, like we know. So we chose a health center because we believe that we can do much good. You see, sometimes when you visit some health centers, it's dirty and all that. So we talked to several of them, asking them for the opportunity to help them clean up their compound. Most times, as you can see, a lot of rubble and dirt, the gutters are dirty, overgrown bushes. So we just felt that it is not okay for human beings to be treated in places like this.
We're excited to look forward to this day where we donate blood. Again, on 2 fronts. First, to help people who are sick, and also to help myself.
Members of the host communities praised the church for the noble initiative.
They are doing well. They are doing okay. Because as I saw it this morning, it's very nice.
The All Africa Service Project Service is an initiative of the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints to make relevant contributions to the development of the host communities all over Africa. In Lagos, Anuluwapo Oluwatoki, NTA.
Away from religious matters now, men of the Federal and Oyo State Fire Service have put off the fire at the intensive care unit of the University College Hospital, UCH, that occurred early Saturday morning. Correspondent Feoluwa Mosure, who visited the scene of the incident, has details.
The incident at the University College Hospital was said to have been caused by intermittent power outages. The emergency respondents said they received a distress call from the University College Hospital at about 11:36 a.m. on Saturday, and they quickly swung into action to curtail the fire from spreading to other parts of the hospital.
When we leave this place, you see the smoke blessing out on the top of the this flood. So that is why we made a scene of incident and rescued that fire immediately.
The fire affected intensive care units of the hospital. Although no life was lost to the inferno, but patients that could have been affected by the smoke have been relocated to other wards. Efforts to speak with the management of the hospital on the incident proved abortive. In Ibadan, Ifeoluwa Moshile, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the Chief Medical Director of the University College Hospital UCH Ibadan, Professor J.C. Abiodun Otebayo, has allayed the fears of the public over the fire outbreak that occurred in a section of the hospital's intensive care unit, ICU, in the early hours of Saturday. According to Professor Otebayo, though the cause of the fire outbreak is yet to be ascertained, there was no casualty as a result of the unfortunate incident, adding that all efforts were put in place to ensure that the fire was put out. Professor Otebayo also assured the public that adequate arrangements have been made to ensure that services were not disrupted both at the ICU and the hospital in general. He commended the timely intervention of the Oyo State Fire Services and the media for their concern and the efforts of the staff of the hospital that led to bringing the situation under control. He promised that the immediate and remote causes will be investigated so as to avert future occurrences. And now to review of stories that occurred during the week. We have that the Federal High Court sitting in Lagos has struck out a 2-count charge bordering on possession of firearms and live ammunition preferred against the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, for lack of diligent prosecution. Adiola Kami Akere reports.
While delivering his final ruling on the matter concerning the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, Justice Nicholas Owebo noted that the conduct of the prosecuting counsel shows that they do not have respect for the rule of law or obey court judgments. Justice Owebo therefore concluded that it is only fair to keep the integrity of the court intact and struck out the charges as it lacks diligence and sufficient prosecution. Former Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice of the State speaks on the ruling and its implications.
To my mind, it was a good decision to make, because if he had refused to strike out the charge and followed the line of thinking of the defense to insist that certain things be done by the prosecution before the charge could be withdrawn, he rightly observed that they would not prosecute the case, and at the end of the day, he would end up striking it out for want of diligent prosecution and lack of evidence.
Meanwhile, the federal government has filed a 20-count charge against the suspended CBN governor. In Lagos, Adiola Kami, NTA News.
Still on review of major stories that trended during the week, we have that Lagos State government said it will continue to invest in sustainable initiatives that will support resilience and public infrastructure with a view to mitigating the impact of climate across the state. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this at the annual summit of Association of Retired Heads of Service and Permanent Secretaries in Lagos. Musa Cholet brings us details.
Threatening human existence with persistent sea level rise, increased flooding, extreme heat, increased food and water scarcity, and economic losses. For a state said to be a low-lying city on the nation's Atlantic coast, Lagos has been grappling with incessant flooding during rainy season. The need to chart a new course towards mitigating the impact of climate change necessitated the discussion at this forum. What is Lagos State government doing about climate change? Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is represented by his deputy. The environmental impact of the new refinery and poor waste management in the state are also raising concerns.
One of the areas we need to touch is drainage. A lot needs to be done. The new refinery set up in Lekki, in Etiosa, should be seriously looked into. There should be no gas just being wasted.
The government leverages on the outcome of this annual summit to shape policy formulation in the state. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
You're still watching Saturday Review on NTA Lagos Channel 10. More to come after this time out. To join us again.
Of the league, place bets and hit the jackpot. Log into the OneXBet account. Click on the Take Part button. Place bet and take part in the jackpot draw. Feel like a winner with OneXBet. Use promo code to get a bonus on your first deposit. TRS Promotions, in collaboration with Ratau Lagos State Council and Lagos State Sports Commission, present
Alamu, the next champion. This draft competition, I don't tell you to Millionaire. I see. Wow. Sorry. Competition made in Bologna. November 1. Check in December. They say, register. That's the spirit. You too can be a millionaire at the first international Lagos State draft competition. The registration is on now. You too can be a millionaire. Go and register now. Anything for the boys? Hey, I'm supposed to give you something, but I don't get card.
To purchase your ticket, go to www.windraftgame.com or directly from all local government areas in Lagos State, Aria Ticket, and many other ticket agencies. TRS, join the fun. Rocky Spring from OneXBet. Take part in promotion with cool prizes. Bet on any sports events. Get tickets. Have a chance to win cool prizes. The more you bet, the greater your chances. Use promo code to get a welcome bonus right now.
Welcome back. Moving on, as the newly appointed ministries that constitute the Federal Executive Council have been given portfolios, expectations are high on the part of Nigerians who look forward to renewed hope in various aspects of the polity. In this background report, Amaka Owo samples the opinion of Nigerians.
Has all it takes to maintain its pride of place, and this can be achieved through nation building. This is a collective responsibility that requires collaboration between the leaders and the led.
Collaboration should be ensured between the ministry, the high rank personalities in the ministries, and the professionals in the field.
As members of cabinet are set to come on board, many say the government is not bereft of the right policies and strategies. They pinpoint corruption and lack of implementation of policies as common setbacks to various sectors, which has inhibited progress towards nation building.
We must address our security. If you don't have security in any country, that country cannot be productive. The second thing we must address is job creation. It is when you don't have job in your country that you have the Japa syndrome that is all over the places. The third thing is that we must address the power sector, electricity. Without electricity, you cannot drive any aspect of the economy.
You have good education, you have good health services. What happened? Economy improve. If those things are not there, we are still wasting our time.
So if we want to build a nation, put the round pegs in the round holes. Don't put the square pegs in the round holes.
For other respondents and analysts, they cited certain areas of concern that should not be neglected at all costs.
Small children on drugs, So they should focus on our youth and children.
And then to be able to work by encouraging Nigerians to be very productive.
Rome, they say, was not built in a day. It is believed that the incoming members of the executive arm of government will tackle challenges facing the nation head-on in the interest and common good of all. In Lagos, Amaka O, NTA News.
That background report sets the tone of our conversation on expectations of Nigerians from the new cabinet ministers. Joining us to shed more light on this is Dr. Samson Bilesimi. He is a political analyst. You are welcome to Saturday Review, sir.
Good morning.
And thank you for coming on such a short notice.
Thank you very much.
All right, sir. Now, the president has unveiled the portfolios of 4 to 5 ministers who shall we hit the ground running in no distant time. How will their significant roles in implementing government policies and directions of government to actualize the renewed hope agenda of the president?
Thank you very much. I've been looking at the list of the ministers. We all believe that the president took his time to appoint the rival people into that position. But at the same time, the president has done his own. It's now left for the ministers to carry out their duties accordingly. First and foremost, the minister should not see themselves as a minister for political party. That's where the problem normally comes from. They should see themselves as a minister for the whole Nigerians, and they are going to deliver good things for Nigeria to boost the economy of our country.
Okay.
The people that are coming there, they should not use that opportunity because the opportunity to be there and start appointing their cousin in some areas. For example, you don't give a tailoring job to the president of selling pepper. You don't give road work, construction of roads to somebody that is sewing clothes. So they should be very careful in those areas. Because if they should look at the example of Fashola, the former minister for works. Fashola will put the right person in position. That's exactly what the government of Nigeria is doing now. Fashola is never a lazy man. He always be at alert. So these are just they see themselves as a lazy man, and they should not see themselves as all ministers.
Okay.
They are coming there to work to improve the country for this country.
All right. No doubt they have huge tasks ahead of them.
Right.
What are some of the key areas in governance that they should focus on?
For example, I look at the education, the security, and the health, which is very important. People is running to another country because of medical treatment. I don't see that it's right, because this country has been long, and we're supposed to have enough equipment in our country. So let the health sector see that at least the way that is needed for the citizens of this country to improve their health should be introduced into the system. We have education. Our children, after completing their secondary school, university, they go to first service. After service, you see them staying at home for so many years before they see job. This area should also be looked into in order to ensure that our youths are engaged in job before instead of staying at home for a long time.
Now, many Nigerians are highly expectant of the performance of these ministers. What are some of those expectations?
Yes, as somebody said, a room was not built in a day. Yes, we are looking towards them. At the same time, we should also be praying for them. And I believe that by the grace of God, they should not be lazy. As I said earlier, they should not be lazy. In other words, they should make sure that they support the president of the country in order to boost the economy of the country, and in order to support his program. Are you getting now?
Yes.
If they think that maybe they are not lazy, you should see the man is not a lazy man. So if they can perform as he perform, definitely what he has in mind for this country will surely come to pass. A renewed hope is very sure if the ministers work collectively with him.
All right, so can you pass some words to the ministers as they set to get ready to serve the country?
Oh, let the ministers that are coming here now, let them be ready for the task before them and apply. I mean, they should consult the popular times to seek their opinion. They cannot do it alone. You seek opinion of some people in the public. And the minister also, as I said earlier, should not see themselves as O and B, and should not appoint. There are so many committees that they want to appoint, but it's not because they appoint their person, my wife, my girlfriend, to any various committee. They should appoint the person that that can do the job into various committees under them.
Now, these ministers have been assigned different portfolios. How do you think they should manage each portfolio?
Each minister's
capacity.
Yes, it depends on that. For example, somebody was saying that Kenyan, sorry, I'm sorry to mention him, was appointed as a minister of aviation. I know if the president did not know his work, he will not put him there. And I'm sure those that are appointed into all those ministries will surely perform well. God bless.
All right. So, let's say, for example, there are challenges in the course of managing the affairs of the country. How do you think they tackle that? Let's assume they come across challenges in the course of administration of governance. How do you think they should go about it?
Well, that's not what I said. I said if they are not lazy, if they perform their duty to at least to the best of their knowledge, I know people in the public will see that they are doing well. And I'm sure if, as I will continue saying that word, use that word laziness. It is the laziness that will make somebody not to perform very well. But that's supposed to be in the office, you are in the office 10 o'clock, so you need to be in the office at 8 o'clock. When you give out contracts, ensure that you monitor the contract, don't send anybody without you being there by himself as minister. What are you doing? I give a job to somebody and I stay at home, I stay in the office, enjoying aircon. I must go there and check, see what that person has done so far. So without that, I don't think that they will record for them and for the country as a whole.
All right, sir. Do you think they should do something differently from the previous set of ministers?
Yes, but they should build on the good work that the previous ministers has done. But they can also apply their own new invention to the matter. Are you getting my point now? But first of all, there should be a continuity. There are so many roles that are abandoned or are yet to be completed. They should not start consulting another roles. We should complete that one, and if they have another one in their mind, they can put it before the public.
All right, thank you so much for having said. Thank you so much, Dr. Samson Gillespie. He is a political analyst. Thank you for coming to Saturday Review.
Thank you very much.
All right, entertainment news continues. And sadly, we have that a close associate of Wizkid has announced the passing away of his beloved mom. This and more as we join our correspondent, Tolulope Shomi.
Ayodeji Balogun, popularly known as Wizkid, has unfortunately lost his mother. According to reports from a close associate to the singer, his mother Jane Dolapo passed away in the early hours of Friday. The Nigerian music scene has been thrown into a state of anguish as celebrities and fervent fans of Wizkid send their condolences and goodwill to the singer over the loss. His mother is seen as highly pivotal to Wizkid's success as a global superstar. She was often seen supporting her son's music career by attending his concerts on occasions. The singer himself described her as a massive support in his song, Joy. The nature and cause of her death is currently unknown. The singer has not released any statement regarding her passing. Her thoughts and prayer remain with the singer and his family. Meanwhile, following his latest single release, Peppermint, Tekno has announced September 1st as the release date for his sophomore album, because the more the better. The album will include the already released Peace of Mind and the newly released single Peppermint. During a recent conversation with Afrobeat Intelligence, Tekno revealed that he experienced 9 months of voice loss caused by acid reflux. The More the Better is coming 3 years after Tekno released his debut album, Old Romance, which delivered the hit single, Enjoy. In his sophomore album, Tekno would be aiming to roll back the years and show he's still the hit maker. On Foreign Scene, Alice Envers has sparkled speculation that she could be engaged after she showed off a huge diamond ring on her finger, which she said was given to her by one of her favorite people in the world. The 55-year-old actress posted a selfie on her Instagram page to show off the sparkler, as she is seen with her hand in front of her face while the ring appears to be on her wedding finger. In the snap, Alice, who is currently embroiled in a bitter custody battle with her ex-husband, Leon Grefford, is sporting a smoky eye makeup look along with red lipstick. As she posted the selfie to flaunt the joy on her Instagram page, she wrote in the caption, "One of the great benefits of being an accomplished multitasker is being able to selfie and pick one's nose at the same time, or so they say. And that's it on entertainment. I am Tolu Opeshoni."
Tolulope, and that concludes Saturday Review on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Many thanks for your time. I am SC Obomaka. Good evening.